Stop scrolling. Chevrolet did not bring the Chevelle name back just to slap it on a warmed-over sedan. This is a full-blown modern muscle coupe built to make Mustang and Challenger owners very nervous. This is the 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle, and today on New Car Insider, we're going to find out whether this reborn legend is just a nostalgia play or the new benchmark for American performance. From the first walk around, the new Chevelle looks like a greatest hits album of the original car's attitude, remixed for 2026. The rear end is wide and planted, with muscular haunches that roll over enormous polished wheels. Slim LED taillights echo the stacked lenses of late 60s cars, while a clean rear panel, subtle spoiler lip, and quad exhaust tips leave no doubt about its intent. It's instantly recognizable as a Chevelle without copying any one model year. And that's exactly what you want from a revival. Along the side, the proportions nail the classic muscle car formula. Long hood, short deck, and a roofline that sweeps gracefully into the rear fenders. A sharp character line kicks up over the rear wheels, hinting at the power lurking underneath. Flush door handles, tight panel gaps, and aero sculpting around the sills bring it into the modern era. It's low, wide, and aggressive, but there's a maturity in the surfacing. You can take it to a car meet on Friday night and a black tie event on Saturday without looking out of place. Up front, picture a face that blends heritage and high-tech. A wide horizontal grille with a bold Chevy bow tie, flanked by slim LED headlights and daytime running lights that trace the original SS's dual lamp motif. The hood wears subtle power bulges and heat extractors, hinting at serious horsepower without resorting to cartoonish scoops. Functional air intakes in the lower fascia feed cool air to the brakes and intercoolers, while an integrated splitter helps keep the nose planted at speed. Under that hood, the Chevelle 2026 gives you a menu of personalities. Base models start with a turbocharged four-cylinder that shames yesterday's V8s in both power and efficiency, perfect for buyers who want the look and feel without visiting the gas station every other day. Step up, and you're into a brawny turbocharged 6 or a classic small block V8, delivering the kind of torque that pins you to the seat and leaves two clean black lines behind you if you're not careful. Top-tier SS and possible ZL badge variants push into supercar territory with a supercharged V8, launch control, and numbers that make 12-second quarter mile sound conservative. The chassis is built to handle more than just straight-line heroics. A stiffened structure, multi-link rear suspension, and adaptive dampers give the Chevelle real composure when the road turns twisty. In normal mode, the car rides with a firm but forgiving gait, still a muscle car but not punishing. Switch to sport or track, and it hunkers down, body roll nearly disappears, and the steering gains weight and razor-sharp response. Big Brembo-style brakes and sticky tires mean you can lean on it hard, lap after lap, without fade or drama. Inside, the 2026 Chevelle is where Chevy finally admits muscle car buyers want refinement too. The cabin is driver-centric, a low seating position, thick-rimmed steering wheel, and a digital instrument cluster that can mimic old-school round gauges or flip to performance data in track timers. The center stack houses a high-resolution touchscreen angled toward the driver, running Chevy's latest infotainment with wireless smartphone mirroring, over-the-air updates, and customizable widgets for everything from G-meters to boost pressure. Materials feel properly premium, soft-touch surfaces where your hands and knees land, contrast-stitched leather or Alcantara on the seats, and real metal or carbon fiber trim in performance models. You can spec it subtle with dark tones and brushed aluminum, or loud with colored accents and retro-inspired houndstooth or stripe patterns that echo late 60s SS interiors. The front seats are supportive enough for track days, but comfortable on long highway runs, with heating, ventilation, and available massage in higher trims. Practicality is where the Chevelle quietly surprises you. The rear seats, while not limo spec, are genuinely usable for adults on shorter trips, perfect for taking friends along for the ride or hauling kids without needing an SUV. The trunk is deep enough for weekend luggage or a set of track tires and tools. Cabin storage includes a decent glove box, big door pockets, and a center console that can actually swallow more than a wallet and a key fob. It's still a sporty coupe, but it's one you really can live with every day. Technology and safety are fully up to date. You get a suite of driver assistance systems, forward collision alert, automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive cruise control for long highway stints. A 360-degree camera system makes parking the wide-hipped Chevelle a lot less stressful, and a head-up display keeps key info in your line of sight when you're pushing hard. Crucially, Chevy tunes these systems so they support spirited driving instead of constantly nagging you. Flip into the sportier modes, and the car respects the fact that you know what you're doing. Fire it up, and the Chevelle's character really comes through. The four-cylinder models offer a refined, surprisingly punchy soundtrack with a hint of turbo whoosh, perfect for daily duty and spirited backroad runs. The V6 turns up the aggression with a harder-edged snarl, but it's the V8 that delivers the goosebumps. A deep baritone rumble at idle, rising to a hard metallic roar as you sweep toward redline, with rev-matching downshifts that crackle and pop just enough to make every tunnel a special occasion. On the move, the Chevelle 2026 feels like a bridge between old and new. In comfort, it's calm, quiet, and composed. You could commute in it every day, deal with traffic, even take long road trips without fatigue. In its sportier settings, it wakes up, the car shrinking around you, responding instantly to steering and throttle inputs. It doesn't feel like a blunt instrument. It feels precise, eager, and alive, finally giving the Chevelle nameplate the dynamic sophistication its legend deserves. So who is this car really for? It's for lifelong Chevelle fans who have been waiting decades to see the badge reborn. It's for Camaro or Mustang owners who want something fresher, a little more grown up without losing that muscle car soul. And it's for a new generation of enthusiasts raised on digital content in track day clips who want a car that looks incredible on camera, goes like hell, and can still handle the realities of modern life. In a world drifting toward crossovers and quiet EVs, the 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle feels like a love letter to driving. It honors the past without being trapped by it, blending retro cues with contemporary performance, tech, and usability. Whether it becomes the new king of the muscle car hill will depend on final numbers and head-to-head tests. But one thing is certain, the Chevelle is once again a name that matters. Now I want to hear from you. If you had the keys and the budget, would you choose the new Chevelle over a Mustang, Challenger, or even a modern Supra? And which engine would you go for first? Let me know in the comments. If this deep dive into the 2026 Chevelle got you as fired up as it did me, hit that like button, subscribe to New Car Insider, and ring the bell so you don't miss our upcoming comparison, where we stack this reborn legend against its fiercest rivals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.